If you want to get into some full body yoga action without getting fully up and down from the ground, I've got a standing flow that might just be perfect for you. Dr. Marcia here of Movement with Marcia, your friendly neighborhood physical therapist, certified yoga teacher, and author of Movement for Everybody. So for this practice, we're going to totally be standing the whole time. We're going to move around. We're going to move our base of support. There are some times where we're going to lean forward. So make sure you have some blocks nearby that you could reach down to if you can't or don't want to reach down to the floor. If you don't have blocks, a little side table, a little step stool, coffee table can do. If you know that balance is a little tough, then I'd say have a nice sturdy chair nearby that you could put a hand on for support, or set yourself up against a wall. So you could be reaching out to a wall if you need support, or for some of the poses, you could lean your whole body on a wall. Like right now, I could lean against if I need to, okay? Keep that in mind. So those are all your disclaimers and the things you need. Let's go ahead and get started. Standing in a comfortable position. Get your wiggles out. And let's start with our ocean breath, our Ujjayi breath. As always, breathing in through the nose, big belly breath. Out through the mouth. 2 more times. 1 more time. Now seal the lips, same idea. 2 more times. 1 more time. Sensational. Keep that same breath pattern throughout the practice. Let's take a big breath in and exhale. Big breath in, shrug the shoulders. Maybe you reach up if you want to. Maybe you come up on your tippy toes. Exhale, roll the shoulders back, palms facing forward, mountain pose. Let's take a couple breaths here. I'm actively squeezing, actively engaged, legs are active. Let's take a couple of breaths in and out, in and out. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, bend the knees, push the butt back for chair pose. The legs could be apart together, or if you have trouble figuring that out, get you a block and squeeze that bad boy. So we're in chair pose, however tall or low you'd like to get. Arms could be down, hips resting, reaching, up to you. On your next inhale, let's stand up. And exhale back into the chair pose. Breathe in and out. Inhale back up. Exhale 1 more time into the chair pose. And I'll give you an option here. You can hold for 2 more breaths, or on the 2 extra breaths, you can add a twist. Breathing in and out, twist right. Don't let your knees move. And that could also look like this. Breathing in and out, twist left. Or maybe you're just holding chair, or maybe you came out of it already, that's okay. Breathing in and exhale, release into mountain pose. Sensational. Let's do a couple of standing cat-cows. You're welcome to widen the stance if that feels good for this moment. Hands down, hips, hug, behind, dynamic. Who cares? Do whatever you want. Let's do 3 cat and cows. So open up and maybe look up. Curl in on the exhale. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curl in. 1 more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curl in. Nice. Inhale, shrug the shoulders, maybe reach up, maybe come on your tippy toes. Exhale, roll the shoulders back to Tadasana mountain pose. Sensational. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Whatever distance is comfortable for you. That left heel might pop up a little bit. What we're gonna do is rotate it and then put it down. Okay, so we're in warrior one. Let's breathe for a sec, get adjusted, figure out our position. Nice. We're gonna breathe in, exhale, straighten the front leg. Breathe in, bend, maybe you reach any direction you like, don't care. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, now twist, open your hips. For warrior two, on the exhale. So bend that front knee, now we're in warrior two. Hands can be down, wherever you like, or up to you. We're gonna do that same in and out. Inhale, get a little taller and straighten. Exhale, deepen into warrior two. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, back down. Remember, you could hold something for support if you need. One more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the front leg. Now we're gonna go for extended side angle. Elbow to thigh or hand to tall block. Top arm can be resting, reaching up, or reaching over. Your choice. Let's do 2 breaths in and out. Maybe you look up. Maybe you don't. One more breath in and out. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Now we're in triangle pose. Exhale. Inhale, lift yourself up however you get up. Exhale, let's go back to triangle. So you can go to a block, to the floor. Top hand can do whatever feels good. Hang out for a breath here, in and out. In and out. Top arm, wherever it is gonna reach towards the floor. If you're doing hands to block, you might need your second block for both hands. Frame that foot. Back leg, I'm being dramatic, you don't have to do as dramatic as me, is gonna lift up and face forward. We have a flat back here, we're down pyramid pose. If you're feeling like this is too much, girl, shorten the stance. Come in a little bit. So take a moment to find where you need to go, and we're gonna hold it for a breath in and out. In, lift yourself up however you get up. A little balancing act. And out, back down. Inhale, shift your weight to the front leg. Exhale, see if you can lift the back leg. We're in warrior three. If you're holding the blocks, maybe do fingertips. Maybe you drop one hand. If you're not holding the blocks, we're balancing and breathing. Give me another breath here. In and out. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten up. I'm going to turn just so you can see what I'm doing. Straighten up. Keep your weight on the right leg. The left leg is going to rotate out. The foot can be down. The foot could be raised on a block, or the foot could be below knee or above knee. We're gonna get into tree pose. Figure that out, get your balance. Inhale, open up, hang out a second, maybe reach up. Give me another breath in. And on your exhale, go ahead and relax the foot. Sensational. Let's do a couple of cat and cows here. You can do wide stance if you'd like. You can bend the knees a little bit if you'd like. Whatever you think feels good. Go ahead and inhale. Open up. Exhale. Close in. Inhale. Open up. Exhale, close in. One more time. Inhale. Open up. Exhale, close in. Inhale, shrug the shoulders, maybe reach up, maybe come up on your tippy toes. Exhale, pull those shoulder blades back, palms facing forward, active legs, active core. Tadasana. Let's take a breath here, in and out. Let's inhale. Exhale, left leg forward. Wow, spoiler alert. How did we know that would happen? So, the back heel might lift up a bit, right? Either way, we're gonna spin a little and plant it so it's at a diagonal. Our hips are facing forward, headlights this way. We're gonna breathe in and out. Arms doing whatever you'd like. Breathe in, straighten that front leg. Breathe out, deepen in. Breathe in, straighten. Breathe out, bend. Breathe in, straighten. Open up the hips. Headlights are now facing this way. Exhale, warrior two. I'm gonna widen my stance a little. That feels better. All right. Remember, hands could be wherever you want them to be. If you can, try and choose the same thing you did on the other side. If you can't, it's not really that serious. It's just a suggestion. So we're in warrior two. Let's inhale. Straighten that front leg. Exhale, deepen. Inhale. Straighten that front leg. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, deepen. Now we're keeping our body turned, lowering down, elbow to thigh, not collapsing, pushing, or hand to a block. Top hand relaxed, reaching up, reaching over for side angle. Breathing in and out, in and out. In and out. Straighten that front leg. We're now in triangle. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, come up. Maybe use your arms to help you. That's fine. Exhale, back down into that triangle. Another breath in and out. In and exhale, rotate your chest towards the floor. Hands are on the floor or hands are on two blocks. I'm gonna switch to my corks, they're a little more stable. Back foot, again, I'm being dramatic. Peels, boom, faces forward. We're now in pyramid pose. Flat back, both feet are facing the same direction. If we're feeling intense, put a little bend or shorten the stance. No judgment. Alrighty, let's come up for a second on the inhale. And let's go back down for a second on the exhale. Let's inhale, shift your weight forward to the left leg. Exhale, lift that back leg. If you're using blocks, you might want to play around with the height of it, where you put it. Maybe move to fingertips, maybe reach one arm. If you're not using arms, you could also clasp behind or clasp ahead. Let's do another breath wherever you are. Breathing in and out. Breathe in, get a little stronger. Breathe out, exhale, stand. I'm turning just for demo purposes. Remember, we did tree pose. You could be on the floor or on elevated blocks or on below the knee of your leg or above the knee of your leg. So we're gonna inhale, get tall. Exhale, get into your tree pose, whatever your tree pose looks like. Let's do another breath. Maybe you reach, maybe you don't. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, relax the leg down. Sensational. Let's do some cat and cows to break this up. Ooh. Maybe get your wiggles out for a second. That was a lot of concentrating. Okay. Remember, hands could do whatever the heck you'd like. Breathing in, opening up. Breathing out, curling in. Breathing in, expand. Breathing out, curl. One more time, breathing in. And curl, exhale. Nice. Let's do a couple of lion's breath to get some heat out. If we're still trying to catch our breath from doing all that up and down and moving around, lion's breath can kind of help you with that. So you're going to breathe in through your nose, same mechanic, big belly breath. But when you breathe out, your mouth will be open and tongue out. I mean obnoxious, like, okay? It's got to be obnoxious. So let's try 3 of those. Breathe in and out. In and out. Hands doing whatever you'd like. In and out. Nice. Let's inhale, shrug the shoulders, maybe come up on the toes, maybe reach up. Exhale, pull those arms back, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Tadasana. Let's do the babiest of back bends. Hands to the glutes, low back, or wrist to wrist, or clasp behind you. Let's inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades, squeeze your butt, and then maybe look up. There's your baby back bend. If you are someone that does back bends and knows it feels good, you're welcome to go deeper. Up to you. We're gonna breathe in and out. Next inhale, come on up. Exhale, let's go the other way for a forward fold. Hands to thighs, hands to blocks, or hands to floor. Up to you. So we're in still a normal stance for this forward fold. We're going to breathe in and out. If you're feeling like too intense, bend your knees a little bit. That's cool. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. And on the exhale, I want you to see if you could slowly pull yourself up like a fishing rod, getting reeled in, and then peel back to Tadasana. Sensational. Let's take the width wider than the mat if you're using a mat, wider than your hips, just wider than it was. As wide as you feel comfortable. It's not really for balancing, it's just for loosening up. So let's put a little bend in the knee. You don't have to go all the way down to goddess pose, but just a little bend in the knee. Breathing in, let's lean to the right, stretch that side body, maybe reach over. And your next inhale, come up, and exhale, switch sides. Next inhale, come up. Exhale, relax. Let's do another forward fold with the wide legs. Breathing in, get a little taller. You can clasp the hands behind your back. If you know that feels good, go for it. On your exhale, reach behind your back to blocks, to thighs, to the floor. Maybe bend your knees if you're feeling too intense. That's all fine. Try to release any tension in your head. Sometimes shaking your head can help you bring awareness to that. But let your head hang heavy. Let gravity take her. If it feels good, we're going to add a little swaying side to side. If you want in this forward fold, that could be done with hands on blocks, hands on the floor, or hugging elbows. Whatever feels like a good option. And then on your next inhale, bring the feet in a bit. Exhale, let's repeat the fishing reel simulator. Coming back up. And next 10 seconds, let's get our wiggles out. If there's something your body is asking for, maybe you needed more twisting, maybe you needed more bending, whatever it is. Maybe you just need to roll out your ankles. And then we'll close out with Savasana. Now this is a standing only practice, so what you do for Savasana here is up to you. You could do it right here standing, you could sit down, or you could lay down. Whatever is comfortable for you. Find something where you could totally just relax. Let go of that ocean breath we were doing. Unclench the jaw. Let your shoulders be heavy, your arms be heavy. If you're standing, obviously you're holding yourself up. But if you could find some level of relaxation in standing, cool. If you really can't, lean against a wall. If you don't want to sit or lay down in our standing practice, take yourself to a wall and lean against it. Eyes can be open or closed. Savasana is our kind of no thoughts, no vibes debrief. So, anything you're thinking about right now, just let it float by you like clouds in the sky. They'll be there. The clouds aren't going anywhere. We'll come back to it later. Right now, we're just taking this moment to live in our bodies. Check in with how we feel. Hopefully good, or at least okay. As long as you feel not bad. That'd be great. I'd love that. If your eyes were closed, go ahead and open them. Take a big stretch. Whatever way that looks like for you. Maybe just roll your neck out. We didn't do any shoulder and neck rolls today. In hindsight. And slowly come on back to earth. Welcome back. Hopefully we're feeling good. We're feeling loose. We're feeling limber. We're feeling lubricated. We're feeling strong. We're feeling like we're going to leave some comments and maybe hit the thumbs up. We're feeling like there's things we'd like to work on and we're going to put requests down below. Hopefully. Anyways, I'll see you next time.